everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Ade here again. If you're a new subscriber, my name is Ade. I film about faith, motherhood and lifestyle. And if you're an existing subscriber, thank you ever so much for always clicking that notification bell and then coming back to this channel. Thank you ever so much for always coming back. So in today's video, as you can see from the title, I'm going to be discussing some notes to my younger self. Yeah, okay. So if you have if you're my younger self, if you have someone of my younger self in your household, they should watch this video, and you should also watch this video, okay? Now, the first note to my younger self is say no when you have to. Now, growing up, I struggled, especially when I was in high school, beginning of my high school, I struggled a bit with my self-esteem. I always thought that, you know, you needed to be friends with certain people for people to notice you or for people to like you. But this is totally wrong. This is totally wrong, okay? If you're my younger self, say no when you have to. There are some times you will come, some things will come up to you, or some challenges will come up to you, and you want to compromise your standards. Say no. If you know that you know yourself better than anyone else, okay? And when you're faced with certain things, and you know that this thing is not right, I don't want to do this thing, just say no. Don't do it, okay? Do not compromise your standards. Do not compromise your deal breakers to please someone else. Now, I'm just going to, so for every points I'm going to be making, I'm going to be relating it back to one of my previous experiences. Now, so there was there's this set of girls when I was in my junior secondary school one, and I think it was few minutes to break time, and they came to me, Adeoye, can you please help us buy something from the kiosk? And deep inside me, I'm like, why would you be sending me to buy you something? I wanted to say no. Okay? But I just could not bring myself to terms with saying no. I just couldn't say no. And they gave me, I can't remember how much they gave me back then, but I remember vividly what they told me to buy for them. So there were 3 girls, and they told me to buy them 3 bottles of fizzy drinks and 14 puff. Now, you don't know puff is a Nigerian snack, okay? And I carried myself and I went to the kiosk, and I bought this, and I think it was already break over, so that was why they could not go in the first instance. So a teacher caught me, and then she told me, oh, what are you doing there? And I told them, this person told me to buy them this, and she told me, oh, so, and you took the money and you went to buy, are you okay? Are you sure you're fine? She just sent me to my class. I gave them what they asked of me. I felt really bad. I felt like I should have said no. You know, growing up now, you don't need anyone's approval. You don't need anyone's approval to be fine. As long as God is backing you up, trust me, you are fine, okay? Now, the next note to myself is, everyone is not your friend. It was difficult for me to get to this point, to get to a point and understand that everyone is actually not your friend. In fact, you don't need everyone to be your friend. As a matter of fact, people that do not share the same values as you do, please, right now, just go and drop them. You don't need them. You do not need them. You do not need a lot of people to be your friend. And the funny thing is, not everyone is going to like you, okay? Simply because you do not share the same values with them, simply because they are not just, you know, they are not just your kind of person. They are not the kind of people you want to move with. I'm not saying hate people or don't talk to people or, you know, don't speak nicely to people. No, I'm talking about have people or have friends that share the same value with you. I feel like if I begin to speak about this friendship matter, this video is going to be way too long. But the bottom line is, just be friends with people that you share the same values with, okay? Everyone is definitely not your friend. The third note to myself is, just do it. I feel like if I've done a lot of things, I'm not going to be where I am today. Now, way back in my elementary school, my primary school, I used to write storybooks. Believe it or not. And actually, if you look at it, it's a, you know, writing books is a way of creating content, and that is what I'm doing today. So I'm grateful for that. However, I feel like if I had developed my writing skills, I probably would not be where I am today. I'd probably be maybe the next Chimamanda. You never can tell. So I honestly don't know. I think because I was not encouraged or something, or I didn't really come out to you know, I just felt like maybe I wasn't good enough, right? I wasn't good enough to be a writer or something like that. So I just stopped writing. But I remember that I wrote storybooks. I wrote books up until when I was in my final year in my secondary school, so in my high school. So I still recall writing books up until that point in time. So I think I just stopped before I actually finished my high school. So I think if I developed that skill, I probably would not be where I am today. Okay. Another thing is makeup. I love to play with makeup a lot. I love to do makeup on my face. I love to do it on people's faces. Believe it or not, I am a gele artist, but your girl is too timid. She feels like she's not good enough. She feels like her handwork is not good enough. Okay. Anyway, I know better now. Back when I just finished my youth service, so in Nigeria, when you go through your university degree, you go through 1 year of youth service. So that's so you get posted to a state, not usually your state of origin, so you get posted to a state to serve your country. So in the process of serving my country, I went for an entrepreneurship. I signed up for one of the entrepreneurship skills, and actually the two things I had flair and passion for were baking and makeup artistry. Actually, even before I signed up for the entrepreneurship skills, I used to bake. When I get back home, I bake for everyone. I bake for my mom, for my siblings, and you know, it was really nice. Okay, it was really nice. So anyway, so when I finished my youth service, went back home, the process of me looking for a job and applying to further my studies, I went for makeup training. And if I see one of my old makeup pictures, I'm going to insert it somewhere in the screen. I think it was good, and I think that if I had actually developed that skill, I probably would be the next BM Pro, or even if I'm not the next BM Pro, I know I'm going to be good enough to be using that skill to bring money to my table. But I just did not continue because I felt like I wasn't good enough. So when I do makeup on my face or on other people's faces and I post it on Instagram, and maybe I mistakenly scroll and see one professional gang makeup, I'm like, how will I be good enough to be like this person? I don't think I can do this. I just withdraw back and delete the picture. You know, I just did not, you know, I just did not fuel my passion enough. Let me just put it that way. So if you're my younger self and you're watching me right now, just do it. Just fuel your passion, okay? Just do what you love doing best, okay? And just put your best in it. And trust me, you are going to come out fine. My baking, well, anyway, I still bake today, but I feel like if I had actually fueled that passion as well, I probably will be baking that will probably be one of my maybe source of one of my sources of income. The point is, do not listen to people. If you listen to people, you allow them to project their fears in you, and trust me, that is not a good thing. Okay, so when you want to do something, as long as you know that this thing is what I want to do, do not let what people are saying affect what you want to do. Do it regardless. Do it regardless. Do it regardless. See it to the end. Do not let people, people are going to always talk. That is the thing. People will always talk. Whether you do good, whether you don't do good, people will still talk. So let them just do the talking and just do what you have to do, okay? So if you're my younger self out there, just do it. Do not listen to people. Do not listen to them at all. Just do what you have to do. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have any points at all you would love to share, or you love to tell your younger self, please put it in the comment section, and I will see you in my next one. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.